Hello there, my name is Isidor and I want to be your Power of Living Space coach. Today we will learn about possible beneficial interventions in the image, in the looks of your living space. Why? Because this is a powerful way to raise forces of your living space, to raise them for a special effect. The new changed image, appearance of your living space will intervene in a way that it will stimulate the special forces of your ambience. And that will increase your vibrancy, your stronger integration with all that makes you happy. According to my precise instructions, you will carry out several interventions in the image of your home, of your office, or your garden. Image of a selected area in which you will intervene, in which you will make some smaller changes, will not be just more pleasantly looking. It will also launch important changes, encourage the forces of the environment that will support you to exit from the monotony into the fullness of life. Well, I'm excited because I know how pleasantly surprised you will be. I know it, I'm sure of it, because I have as many as more than 30 years of experience with my clients on it.
Something you call love.
So let's move now in our virtual studio, where I will give you detailed instructions for your doings, all you need to reach the happy prospects. The power of living space is a fact and a great potential of our living ambience. All measures for getting, increasing, using and maintaining that power are important. This time we will deal with the design, with interventions in image of our living space. What exactly will we do? We will intervene in design to increase the power of our ambience by using the principle less is more. How long will it take us and how much will it cost? Time spent will be minimal, the costs are not likely. How wrong is it that we dare to intervene in the design profession as amateurs? We will spoil nothing. May the image of our living space be yet so good, with our interventions we can still improve it. Now let's limit our area of intervention. This is our first step. We will intervene in the living room or in our office or workspace, and finally in the garden. In one of them or each and every one of them. It's important to narrow further our range of action to the most important or exposed part of wall in the living room, in our office or working space, and to the most attractive view that is selected in our garden. In the second step, we start to execute the possible actions, all in accordance with much known design law, less is more. We will find ways to use less colors or more appropriate combinations of colors, reduce the presence of forms, presence of too many different materials, and carry out a clearer layout. Let's see now what interventions do we have in mind. First of all, possible interventions in colors. This living room has too many colors. Also in this living room there are a lot of colors. However, they are consistent and calmed down, dominated by blue and orange, which nicely connects all other colors. In this working space, working corner, there are too many unrelated colors. In this case, many colors are better connected with brown color. The garden is usually characterized by the practice of using too much color. When using less colors in the garden, for example, only green tones, then this image can be much more attractive and subdued. Let us return now to the living room. This time we will intervene in the presence of shapes. The image to the right is much more consistent because here forms are used more humble. There are less of them and at the same time more connected. As we know, less is more. With discipline in use of forms, we can be much more effective. In the picture to the left, there is a wide variety of forms: broad, upright, lying, high, low, round, and so on and so forth. In the picture to the right, use of forms is much more subdued and restrained. The round, spherical forms dominate. In the garden, the same applies. In respect of forms, it is better to have as little as possible. In the picture to the right, you can see how the image can be settled by organization of plants in circular strokes. Less is more, less forms is more. Once again, we are in living room. On one hand, as seen in this photo, we can use a lot or too many different materials. Image of living space is much more moderate appealing since the materials are unified with principal or dominant use of metallic materials. Notice considerable mess in this working space photo, as far as inspecting the selection of materials. In these two photographs, on the contrary, large uniformity of materials. On the right photo, predominantly wood, including the design implement of it in the lamps. On the left image, unified metallic materials used in chair, table lamps and lanterns above the shelves. Less material in the garden. On the right photo, we see the use of large areas of cover plants, Pachycandra. With such unity in use material, image of this garden is certainly elevating. As you can see in this photo, this arrangement quite untidy, pretty messy and bringing confusion. Because of lack of transparent layout, in this analyzed photo, the picture is less attractive. Here, searching safe solution for transparent layout, we are always on the safe side by using symmetry. In better layout of working corner photo to the right, transparent arrangement is achieved with deployment of similar items of equipment. As you can see in photo to the right, there is a repetitive use of knitted bins, metal flower pots, green boxes, and so on. Deployment of repetition leads to a pleasant and clearer image. Once again, less is more. In the garden, the arrangement of identical materials left and right for sure is very attractive. The same goes for usually less attractive part of the garden, which is the growing vegetables part of garden. Also, here we see similar elements arranged in a transparent manner, so the image looks tranquil and, in the same time, attractive. Try it out with this short experience on your own chosen narrow areas and intervene according to given hints. How to act? You can watch the video again and again, of course, stop and refresh the advices by looking and considering your own chosen areas. Print the numerous instructions and attachments, including the attachment how to get started. Then plan and carry out the proposed measures. Always remember, acting in small steps is usually the most effective way. It is important that you write down what you plan, what you want to achieve, write down your progress and, of course, what you experience as a result. And lastly, what is also very important, work with enthusiasm. Enjoy everything you do, and especially enjoy the powerful results that for sure will follow. That's it. Monotony of life and the boredom of just meeting everyday commitments is now in great danger. Your motto should be hands in enthusiasm. Grandma does not say only, "That's nice," but she rolls her eyes and her hands and lifts her voice in enthusiasm. Grandma is truly and honestly interested in your dead frog. I'm giving you possibilities to exit out of the monotony and into the fullness of life here. So be enthusiastic and take action as recommended. Trust me, you will not regret it.